The mama Kaba ever chat with Queen Jumedi so. So the DBA no, a queen and a magic maker, I'm with him. The Bacoso Abomka say, or more boa, as I say, a mighty Jumedi be Burma, a Queen's Machines Foundation, and at the Apostles Continuation Church International. Or more and almost so I say, a may also a Jumedi Eba. And then, Masat Nasibu, I have a very big surprise for you. And it is a very, very big surprise. Medu Ghana again. So my yes I interview here, I will never come to the United States of America. It is nobody but somebody to all of us, Mr. Kwasi Ernest. It's a very, very big surprise to him because he didn't even know we were coming. So let's welcome him to the program. Mr. Ernest, we welcome you to Chat with Queen. Yeah, more I'm a chat with Queen Jumedi so you're behind anyone. It is so around nature. So I say the planning of the church and from Bakumi.
See, it's Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
It's a privilege for me to have the opportunity to have this special interview with you. Of course, I've been monitoring, following you up, and I see you doing a good thing. And when you draw to the camp of some of us, why not? So for me, it's a privilege meeting you, and I'm so glad meeting you today.
It's very nice.
Welcome to Ghana.
It's very nice meeting you. It's very nice. But when we are done with the interview, you have to go and eat bamboo first.
No problem.
Because when I came to Ghana, I haven't eaten bamboo.
Maybe you have not discovered some of my joints, but I have particular joints, fufu joints, bunabunu, and waba, and all this. So I think I will introduce you to some of the joints, and then you see what you can do for yourself.
Okay.
You like it?
I like it. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah, you like it. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Ernest. I know you personally, I know you, but I want my fans to know you more. So when we talk about media X of Kwasi Ernest, who is Kwasi Ernest?
Wow, this is me, Kwasi Ernest. I'm a Fanti from Central Region, of course. I am a music producer, a music consultant, and an artist manager. My whole life is music. My whole life is creativity. When I wake up, the only thing I think about is how to make sure people become successful. My life is surrounded on human beings. I pick talents, groom them, develop them, nurture them, make sure they become who they are. Make sure that the God-given talents they have within them is seen by the world. And so I'm a person that have lovers and enemies. Because people come to me with expectation that they want to be successful. Those who become successful say kudos. Those who doesn't become successful say I'm worse. I'm used to that, and those times was a worry, but I'm used to it now. That's my part of the world. You cannot have everybody loving you and all that. So that is me. That's me, and especially, and I'm a fun person to be with. Yeah.
When you talk about talent, do you go to the streets picking up talent, or you want them to come to you? What do you do when it comes to picking up talent?
Talent discovery is something that if you are not gifted with, you can't. Okay. Because I can even say, talking to you within this minute, I feel within your throat that there's something music in your voice.
Really?
Yes. I remember I traveled with one of my artists to London. I remember Joyce, was just blessing. And then there was an artist on stage at a church, and there was a musician on stage performing. And if you look at the way the girl was singing, and I said, I wish I can have this girl to bring up her talent to the world. It happened. Rose J, Stella Dugan, Benny Sofer, all the people that have come under my management that I have worked with. It's just been a matter. Sometimes you have people introducing them. Somebody can do an introduction and so and all that kind of. So discovery. And when it comes here, I always say that for me, with the kind of job I do, I don't just look at the artist. When you come with your talent, I put what you have come at the side. I pick it and then I manufacture it. So sometimes it takes time for the finished product to come out for people to see. Because creative art and musicians are people, they want their everything fast. Musicians, some of them are like tractor drivers or taxi drivers. Oh, opposite Nana Wako Studio.
Right.
Where we Nana Wire Hits.
Right.
Nana Wakan Video.
Right.
Nana Wanyeska. Nana Wire Bia. You know, so when you are dealing with talent, you have to be reserved.
Right.
You have to be patient and always make sure that you tame them, you calm them down so that they can understand what you are doing, because it's just a difficult working with talent.
Right.
The most difficult work ever in this world.
Right. So before you produce them or showcase them out, do you have to charge them or you have to use your money for everything? Then when the music comes out, you make profit out of it?
Yeah, that has been the traditional convention for every music and talent developer. There are two sides of it. Okay. If a successful manager, like let's say Sarkodie, who has made his name, comes to me now and say, I want to manage you, Mr. Ernest, I want you to manage me. He is a successful musician already. So what he is seeking from me now is my management expertise. Right. In that way, Sarkodie pays me money. Right. You know, he has hired me. It's like how football, they hire managers. Right. See the whole thing. He has hired me to manage his career, and so he pays me. Sometimes it could be monthly, or it could be maybe 20% of whatever he earns on programs or what have you.
So when the CDs come out, you don't have any share?
That is different. That is one side. Now that kind of thing is executive functions. You've got executive functions where you look for the money and produce the artist. So all the CD sales that come, and then you go into contract with the artist. Maybe okay, Rabina, when Rabina, I'm producing a Rabina, so I'm the producer. I am going to look for the money and produce it. When the CD sells, then okay, I give a Rabina 30%, and then I take the distance, the money. And then a Rabina too has got a manager.
Okay.
That is a connection you would understand. A Rabina too has got a manager who takes care of her day-to-day activities. Or the Nibako program, or the Nibako we give you a man, or the Nibako radio interview, and all that. Titano, Big Ben, Moon, John Mensa Sapon, they were not doing these things. They were executive financiers. Maybe I saw them, you know, but it's in the sick time, man, you are successful. Okay. Into what I said, you have a partner, you go there, or in the company, or like they operate like the record labels in Sony, America, and all that. Right. They are that. And then we have the private managers too, whose duty is to make sure that you run the administration, you are like the administrator to the artist. Right. The artist in the daily lifestyle, everything is in your hands. But then, so what happens is that when you are signing a contract with an executive financier or executive producer, you sign a contract with three people: the producer, the artist, and the artist manager. These are the three people that comes together to compose, to make sure the artist becomes successful. Right. If the executive producer wants the artist to go for interview, he will call the manager, say, catch a Rabina so Boko interview or drive from 2 o'clock. Mundur Hunter or Chinambo project video. So the producer within there becomes like a liaison between the artist and then the financier.
So there's more into this production.
There's more to this production too. And then I added another part as a manager. So I became a producer manager. Okay. I became a producer manager. What I did is that okay, now I've gone to school, I've gone to learn how to manage an artist. So after going to look for money to produce the artist, I've also got the expertise in managing the artist's welfare. Okay. So that the artist can also grow to become successful. Now I'm doing a double responsibility. Wow. So I'm the one making sure that CD will sell. I'm the one making sure that you better record the money.
But for how long have you been doing this?
This is almost like my 17th year.
Wow.
I'm 46 years now, and my whole life has been with music and music and music. And I'm hoping to retire into music. But
you don't have to retire until I come. When I'm done. I'm
going to politics more. From this year going on, you will see me into some political landscapes, and I'm entering into politics. I'm also entering into other businesses, real estate. I'm going into real estate. I'm going into pharmacy business. I'm going to general marketing because I've also gone to learn that part of me. to be added to me that I'm a very professional marketer now. I pick products, I sell them, I take it to companies and all that. So I have a huge expertise into marketing. So I'm going into that aspect now.
I'll come back and ask so many questions on that.
Yeah.
But I see a lot of artists here, and I kind of wonder, when you're managing a lot of artists like that, don't you have any conflictions?
You don't. In cases you have conflicts. In cases you have challenges. In cases you have frustrations. In cases you have successes.
For instance.
For instance, when you release 2 artists at the same time, see, every artist wants to come out, and then you have 10 artists under your level. Imagine all of them want to come out in the same year. What are you going to do? Surely one of them is going to break through, and then the others are going to fail.
And who do they blame?
And they blame you, the producer.
Okay.
So what you have to do is that you have to have a general consensus or a meeting with all of them, for everybody to understand. Say, after Kofi Sapon is Just Blessing. After Just Blessing is a Rabina. After a Rabina is Abina Ruti.
Do they always understand?
If they don't understand, they can go.
You not manage.
I don't. You can go. You see, you don't hold people neck because of their talent. Or big talent. Also, among manager, the person can go to go and bend the Korea Lagoon. It's yours. Who you choose to manage it for you, it's your issue. If you believe that somebody have made you successful, and so me, I've always been saying that there's never in my life, I will never go and beg any musician or struggle with any musician that I made you successful. So by force, I change to I'm a 12 manager. No.
Have you had those instances before?
I've had artists who, after becoming successful, they want to manage themselves, they want to go out there, and they want to be themselves. I love them to go. One person is like Rosette. I managed her, her career was at the top there, and I pulled her up. He was there, and I pulled up in 6 months. She was a big artist here, known in Ghana, here, everywhere. She testified to it. After the success, she decided to go on her own way, and I didn't want it to become I said, thank you, God bless you, we'll meet again, my sister. We are not enemies.
People like that, when they come back, do you accept them?
No, when you go, my car, this is my bus. It's like the train. When you stop, you get off, you don't come in again. Because there are 10 million people who are looking for opportunity.
Right.
So if you go, let another person to come and test.
Then it means you have money because you don't want more money.
You don't follow money and then go and plunge yourself into controversies that you are not willing to do. If you become like that, you become a greedy businessman. If the person wants to go, allow her to go. Because for all you know, the next person that is coming will give you bigger success than what you have even lost. That is talent. Maybe
they repented.
You see the whole thing?
They wanted to come back.
No, here in music business, if you there are 2 things you have to apply. Every businessman, every music producer. You see, you don't do a humble in music business. It is a business. It's a business because, and that's what we applied in those years. And all of us, we have so many ideas here because artists be member on chain. Oh, brother, I am the same person. Obey hit a pepper or see, hey, men and never near. Who produce and go more and more high five when nobody are. So, who could be a no cheer? What you do is to apply business to the job. I'm signing you on. This is the contract. Can you follow it? Say yes. If it is yes, sign. You sign. I get my share. You get your share. As a master, if you go up crowd Christmas, I'm managing a lot of musicians here. There are some of them, when it's 31st December, they bring you hamper, come and say, Papa, thank you for helping me. There are some of them too, even my birthday, because they don't know whether I exist. Would you say you go and fight them?
Does it hurt you?
It hurts me, because seeing people that you wake up, you leave your family, your children, your wife, you live and follow them 24/7. And then when it is December, they don't even remember that, oh, Papa, we are all bread and wood, Dimachi. Make cotton milk about cramping from Coleman of Shapa.
But under your production, do you do favoritism?
When you do that, then you are not a technical person. Because even if an artist comes to you, none of voice a cry, yeah, it is my duty as a proper manager to get people to train him to become the best. If you come to me and you are not a good performer, it is my duty to train you to perform better so that you can be on the same stage with South or Shatawala or anybody. If you come to me and your music is bad, it is my duty as a manager or producer to make sure you become the best. If you come to me and you don't dress well, it is my duty to make sure I hire brand managers to change your makeup, to change your everything, and make sure you become the best. If you come here and you don't dress good, I'll tell you this thing, you don't wear this. You see the whole thing. So that's my job. This is what I've learned. If you do favoritism and say, oh, when you made that thing, and you be any saying that. And you might know them, and you'll be there.
Looking at your production,
yeah.
We see top musicians that walk Ghana and Nadia under your production.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a favor of God and as a one who are doing this and it's me who are fishing all these people and putting them under your production?
As I'm talking to you now, I am in a serious problem.
Why?
The problem is that I wake up every day and I have musicians waiting at my office looking for me to manage them. See the whole thing, and I see that to be the grace of God. It is not my intellect. I don't have any juju or any spirit anywhere. I have God, one, and then two. I'm not a person who sleep. My office here, people I employ workers, they come, they can't work because here we don't sleep. When you are asleep, I'm at the radio station making sure the DJ plays the song. I'm making sure that I'm with the artists on the field, making sure the video is shot. I'm making sure I'm discovering something. I don't sleep. Music business, we don't sleep. If you sleep, you wake up the next morning, your career is down. Because so we don't sleep in the job. We don't sleep. I'm always traveling. My children don't see me. I'm not home. I close every day. Today you have seen me here, sitting here. I'll close 12 midnight today. So you can imagine, I'm a very boring husband to be because I'm always traveling. It's either I'm in Italy, I'm in London, I remember my child was born on Tuesday, the Wednesday I was in South Africa.
Wow.
You know, if you're a woman, you can imagine. Yeah. You see, and people who are outside, sometimes the musicians, that's why when you have a musician and he doesn't appreciate it, you get hurt. Right. Because the person who you are even working with doesn't even on transfer and say, hey Papa, well, this man is making too much sacrifices for me. What the only thing he's thinking is the money that is coming to her back. You don't live in a life like that. Music, it goes through step by step. But most of our artists know the only thing that they think that when a producer does for them, that person has been able to help them is that, oh, what's that mommy? Right. We sit there, mommy. Then or the cars I can see or share you how you attending do what who say the only day who say why successful. Right. But trust me, look at the whole Ghana. Almost about 30 million people. If you alone you to go to graph a front place, I'm going to go for paper they know about you. Do you think that has somebody done you bad? No. So what I say, sometimes we make money, sometimes we make losses. It is for musicians to understand that the job, that is how it is. It will get to a time you have to go for program. When you go for program, money will come. If there's no money, we have to use the money that you get from the program and build your career. Don't ever think that the manager is cheating you or is robbing you. It is for your interest. It is not Kwasi Ernest's picture at the back of the CD. So I mean I'm that see the next and I'm not shining on the Akabaka so me do sika and the Yemi. But it is you. I'm using the money to promote you. So what is wrong with it? If you go for program and I use the money to pay for GTV to advertise you, what's wrong about that?
But do you have a percentage that you guys share?
There's a percentage in every business. Even when you are here, you and your cameraman, you have percentage.
Oh yes.
It's everywhere. Business, that's business. Everybody. But sometimes we have to put all of us our percentage aside and think about the person, because the more you become successful, the more money we both have.
So if I get you clear, it means that when the money comes, sometimes instead of taking the percentage, we have to forgo the percentage and then bring the money together and push the artists.
1 month TV station promotion for artists, just 1 month television promotion is 8,500, 85 million. Now if you are doing 6 months of TV promotion in Ghana, you multiply 8,500 by 6. Which person has that money?
Okay, but isn't the producer the one that's supposed to use the money to push the artist?
Exactly, I'm saying that the producers have their money. But this kind of music and one may the Juma, let's say, baby, music and asa. Now when you're hit, maybe when your program, Markubo, 1,000, 2,000, because Abra, for second, when you're 2,000 Fabra, you're from good share when you're finding a year, and my own promotion and Boswa. giving you the 2,000 to go and chop and your career going down, and going to pay for that for your career to go up, which one is the best? Because if you come up, next time you get the program and you go and get 5,000.
Right.
But if you go down, you go back and go and get 200 Ghana cedis. Which one do you want? It is an understanding.
Right.
And that is why a lot of people are running away from supporting musicians.
Right.
Because the fact is they think about themselves more than the people who are pushing them.
On that note, we are going to be back with Chat with Queen. Stay glued to your seats, and I love you. Hi everyone, this is Q to the U to the E to the E to the N. This is Queen, the host of Chat with Queen show. Keep on watching Chat with Queen. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, follow me. The name still remains the same. It's Chats with Queen. I love you all. Bye bye. Yo, the time I'm ever Chat with Queen Jumedi, so it's been so awesome having Mr. Ernest on this show. Just will be a when it comes to the production. Sometimes you might not understand, but continue to watch. Don't run away. He's bringing more. Let's go back to him and fish out more from him. But now let's come back to I think off camera we're talking about something. I see the gospel artists more than the secular music. Explain that. Do you manage them, and what do you do for them? They come and they go? Because like we see the gospel artists more than them.
Yeah, I have a double face background. I've managed hip life artists, I've managed high life artists, I've managed King David, I've worked with Prayer, I've worked with Becca, I've worked with OD4. There was one, you remember the Panka, all these guys, very exciting young guys. I love them. I love their swag, you know, when they come with their jeans, and then you see when they dress the boxer shorts showing up, you know, there's something they wear.
You like the one that they put their pants on their back.
Exactly.
How do you call it?
They have names they call them, you know. Then you see them having some chains and the blinks. You know, when they wear this, you know, and when you are with the swag, you know, they make you look like you're a young boy. You know? It's kind of exciting, you know.
So do you also swag?
These days, I'm seeing myself still as a young boy. So, but as someone, they might pay me who I am, especially when I see the boys, you know, I'm thinking of these days trying to pick up that dressing. Because you see, boys will grow up. You know,
that's so amazing.
Almost shoe back could be almost I go say a label no na at the home. You know, okay. Because I got on papa label no price no label no and that's so Tommy Jeffrey never was
Calvin Klein
net that's who say on Kruma na the Sana Shaha. Who say just so
now we should see more of that.
Very soon people are going to see me in town with all this.
Oh really? I would love to see that. You have to tag me.
Yeah, but I'm pressed to be almost the children almost stage. No one pressed not to children. You know, yo to the niggas in the house, yo.
Hey, that's 2017. We should be happy.
No, I never basis the part. We have a change government, you know.
Oh really?
My father is in office, so
talking about that.
Yeah.
Which I will come back to, but let me finish with the artist.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing the political aspect, man. We are going to talk about that. Let's talk about DSP Kofi Satan.
Yeah.
His latest album wasn't that much of a hit than the previous one.
Yeah.
What would you say is the reason? Is it from you or from him?
You see, we had a challenge with the music industry for the past 4 years. The light-off situation that came to cripple the nation contributed so much to a lot of successes and minuses.
The doom sorting. Oh wow.
See the whole thing. In as much as you try to push, you know, you don't get the kind of results you are looking for. See the whole thing. I mean, Kofi will testify. In as much, even though that album that you see that we didn't push, that we didn't get that kind of higher success. It was even that one that he won the overall artist of the year.
Right, that song is a blast.
Yeah, at the VGM. So it means that we as management did our best to make sure that the song, even still now, is like forced to reckon with on some airplay and TV stations and what have you.
Okay.
You see the whole thing. So it tells you that there was some quantum of work that we did, but then we couldn't also there are a lot of factors that we contributed. Secondly, last year, he himself too as a police officer, he was in the rank also.
Oh yeah, he was promoted.
He was promoted to chief superintendent.
Yes, I remember.
And then when you are promoted, it came out with added responsibility. He was not available for some interviews. He has to travel for work, and we need to sometimes. That is official work.
Right.
So we need to just give him that space. And all these things contribute to the success of all that. So availability, workforce and all that. There were so many programs because we were thinking of a concert in Brekum, we were thinking of a concert in Kumasi, we couldn't do it. So that is why for this year, Ghanaians are going to see the biggest concert by SP Kwasi at the conference center for this coming Easter. It's going to be a biggest concert for him. I know a lot of people are going to come from Europe, America and everywhere to come and see that concert because we have taken our time and this is his time to shine now.
That's good. Let's talk about Louisa.
Yeah.
Louisa was on social media.
Yeah.
Louisa was on graphic and stuff. Yeah. But the song wasn't a hit. Would you say that, or would you agree with me that it wasn't a hit?
Louisa's song here was for me was a success. See, she was a person you would not recognize as an industry musician. She's a pharmacist, her mother and a pharmacist. Not and her music is not a direct central thing. And then I was just happened to be a distributor of her work. She brought me her CDs to distribute in Ghana. She's based in UK. I listened to it and I said, no, there's something we can do to it to make it a more success. And then so I got Joe Metal, we went back to the studio, re-recorded the whole exercise again. See, but the challenge we have with music is that the artist is based in London and we are in Ghana.
Right.
Anytime she can go for interview, she has to fly 6 hours to Ghana before she can come. You ask yourself, how many times can an artist fly to Ghana to come and do radio interview?
So why do you take that challenge upon yourself if you think it's not going to be a success?
It's not that we take it upon ourselves, but it's the fact that sometimes we play with our skills and see what we can possibly look in through the mirrors and achieve. Yes, you may not recognize as a hit song album, but then the level to which we have gotten her to in terms of now is just like a clapperboard to allow her to become successful in any next production.
Is it because she was coming from the United Kingdom?
It's not because of that. I have worked with a lot of artists who are in UK and all that kind of thing. The whole thing. But her case has been very exceptional. And particularly, I was even excited she got nominations at the UK, the Ghana Music Awards UK. She got nominations and she even performed there on the night of it. So it tells you that if she was sitting home, would she have gotten the nomination? Would she have been able to get a platform to perform?
No.
Whatever we did contributed largely to that success. Right. And even here, we are hoping that coming VGMA Awards in Ghana, she will be able to get nominations as well on it. So it's a working in process thing.
Let's talk about Joyce Blessing.
Yeah.
She's coming up with the latest album.
Yes.
Ajibo. Are you still producing it?
I don't know who gave that title, but if I'm working on that project, I will give a title maybe different from what is circulating or what people are hearing.
You know me, I do my investigations, I do my fishing.
What did you hear?
I saw it on social media.
That the album is out?
No, it's not out.
Okay.
She's going to bring it out. So she's working on it. But the title is Ajibu.
I see.
Yeah.
As far as I know, we are the managers of Joyce Blessing.
Right.
And we continue to be the managers. I believe that this our work sometimes it goes into negative transitions and positive transitions. But when the most beautiful thing is that people must be able to sit down and look at the differences and try to shape for the cause of the artist. As far as I know, the husband doesn't produce and manage her. You see, sometimes when this job, when it's a privilege to have technical people around. And I'm not going to be there forever. So if I believe if my my artist's husband have expertise in the art, in what we do, there's nothing wrong giving her the opportunity and the privilege to support her own wife. Because after all, that is her husband. If the government she's a past speaker.
But haven't you seen it on social media?
I haven't seen anything on social media. As far as I know, Jess was here with her husband 2 days ago, and we were discussing the album and what is going to happen, and when we want to release the album and all that. Yeah.
And your record label is going to be on it?
Of course, it's my record label. If you see anything different, then maybe the negotiation table couldn't achieve what all of us want. I don't want it to seem and sound that there's some conflict anywhere or there's some conflict anywhere here. Every job.
But that is what is alleged in the air.
Yeah.
That there's a conflict between Media and Excel and Just Blessing.
Yeah, it's because of the recent travel to America where I was not part of it. You know, she went on a tour and all.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
About the traveling thing. You were not aware of her traveling, and why is it so? Because you are a manager, a producer.
I'm aware of the travel. If I say I'm not aware of the travel to America, I'm lying. Okay. I'm aware of the travel. I'm aware of where she was going. I'm aware of the performances. If you go to my Facebook page, you see that I even share some of the things there. So I cannot say I'm not aware she's traveling. Okay. You know the whole thing. I facilitated the visa process and everything. Okay. So I'm practically aware. If you take visa, American visa for the artist, where do you want her to take it to? Right. She has to go to America. Right. You see myself and Joyce. Like we went to London, you see myself and Joyce in London. And I'm even hoping that at least once in a while the husband will get an opportunity, travel with the wife together. You know, they are doing tours and everything, and they come. And Govi's upon travel to America.
Yes.
Govi have been to America several times. I was not there. Doesn't mean I don't work with her. I don't work with him. No, it's an assertion. People see things and they want to fish things into things.
So if you don't become the producer of her second album, how would you feel? Would you feel betrayed?
No, if I don't become the producer of her second album, I will never feel betrayed. Okay. Anything that I feel I have to do to contribute to make sure that she continues to excel, I'll do it. Okay. I'm not omnipotent. You see the whole thing. Let's say I sleep today and I don't wake up tomorrow morning. Does it mean that because I'm dead, she will not record? No. She has to. Her career, I'm not the one who gave her the talent. You see, it's God who gave her the voice to sing. So until God said that don't sing again, me, I'm just a mortal.
I just love that. So now let's come back to the political aspect. Any political appointments?
I have that dream. I want to be to support our country, the growth and everything. And so I love politics, and I'm still in politics. I'm still in government, supporting government agenda and everything they do.
What are the secret businesses you've been doing?
Organizing rallies for the government, you know, being on campaign platforms, you know, touring with the presidents. It's beautiful.
So now that your government is on power, you think you're going to make more money than before?
I didn't do those things because of money. I could have just, if it was because of money, I could have just given them invoice.
How sure are you that you never give anybody invoice?
No, you came to my office. I'm a successful businessman.
I know.
You are here in my office. This is my office, a corporate office for us. Right. Our duty for being part of the government is to make sure that because so we have to be on the toes of government to make sure that and no matter you could in a
exactly.
So that next 4 years we can go back to the same people with our image and fight for the government.
Right.
If he doesn't deliver, I must go and look for some passport and run away from this country. Because we were everywhere saying that Nanobo Bayer, free SHS, one
dam, one bridge, or whatever.
One and all that. So,
one village, one factory.
Exactly. So we were, and if you ask me, I believe in the man so much. I believe in him because, like his own words, anytime you meet with him, he is talking about development. He is talking about progress, and he is a person who wants this country to succeed. See the whole thing. He's not a greedy person. He's not greedy minded. He wants something to happen. And so I'm praying to God that God will accord him the logistics to be able to implement some of the things he said he would do. And I believe that the man will do.
He said he wants to contest for a minister. When you win, would you MP? When you win, let's say when you win, would you stop doing production?
Music, as far as I'm concerned, will forever be with me. You cannot retire actively. But then there are some responsibilities that I cannot continue to do. And I see myself in the next 2-3 years ahead. There are some responsibilities following musicians to this, following artists here, a radio interview. There are some of the job I think that I need to give that responsibility to another person. As you know, I've managed other people and I've left them. I've worked with Becca, I don't no longer work with. I've worked with Prior, not with them. I've worked with King David. Does it mean their career has stopped?
No.
No, they have to continue.
I just love talking to you about my time.
Yeah.
So I just want you to give your last words out there to musicians, to producers, to people out there.
Doing all the miracles and people were healed. Only one person came to say thank you. When Jesus saw that, his heart became heavy. And so Jesus rose up. It was the first time ever you see Jesus Christ asking for something. And I asked the disciples that, were there not 10 people that were healed? Why come one person is only here to say thank you? What happened to the rest? I'm saying this in reference to our musicians. In as much as you want your career to move on, in as much as you are seeking for support, in as much as you and your family want to survive, it is important for you to feel the person who is also spending his time and effort making sure you succeed. See, ungratefulness is the reason why our music industry is going down in several quarters. People doesn't have the will, people doesn't have the effort, the happiness to wake up and go and do, because I did one, you didn't appreciate. How would I be able to do again? And so I'm urging my musicians who are out there, who are looking for producers and who are looking for talent managers and all that. Whether you make success or you don't make success, never speak evil about the person who has led you to fame. Let us pay. If anybody, whether you make success or anything, you don't make it, never speak evil of the person who has led you to success. And this is what I'll leave you with later. This is your job. This young man that is holding camera following you, whether you break through one day if you own your TV station or whatever it is, if it happens that you depart from him, never ever stood anywhere and devalue him or belittle him or speak evil about him because you are no longer working with him. He was part of you before somebody saw you. There's always a small tree before a big tree comes up. So that's my word I want to leave it. We must cherish the people and believe in the people who are following us, because out of the eater came sweet.
But after that, we're going to talk about the marriage also.
Oh, that's what is me. That is private.
That's where I'll end my show. Thank you very much for watching. That was Mr. Ernest of Media Excel Production. I want to remind you, go to Facebook, like our page, it's Chats with Queen. Go to YouTube, watch our videos, it's Chats with Queen. Not forgetting our sponsors, Queen's Missions Foundation and Apostles Continuation Church International. We say we thank you so much for staying glued to your seat and watching us. I love you all. I sign out. Bye. Hi everyone, this is Q to the U to the E to the E to the M. This is Queen, the host of Chats with Queen show. Keep on watching Chats with Queen. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook, follow me. The name still remains the same. It's Chats with Queen. I love you all. Bye bye.